how to do the septic dump the right way. So one guy commented, he's like, boy, I really like your radio system. See, that's how we communicate. This is Jen's first time really driving the bus on her own. I told him it's cheaper than marriage counselor. Hold up, not yet. So here's the dump station. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have Jen come up here and I'm gonna talk her through it so she knows where to go. I may be in danger. Now I'm just gonna have her line up to where I can dump. Yep, well, actually this is factory built. Yeah, it's a factory Wanderlodge. Keep going. Keep going. It's outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Stop. Okay, stop. Okay, if you haven't, go ahead and set the parking brake and then shut off the engine. But leave the stair out. It's funny, the park owner came over to ask me about our old bus. I felt kind of bad because I was talking Jen through the logistics here. All right, on to part 2. All right, so now the long-awaited how to do the septic dump the right way. Okay, so step 1, we keep our septic in a tub. Just because, you know, the old stinky slinky can be kind of nasty. Okay, step 2, I'm going to take the cap off. We have a sanitary cap here on both sides of the hose, which is nice. This is the adapter. I don't know why they always have to have an adapter, but they do. Now, take a look here. It's got 4 clips. And those 4 clips are why I'm going to suggest doing what you wouldn't have thought to do. I'm going to put this in here. And almost every campground has the requisite rock to hold it in place. Although I don't know if you actually need it. Now here's the important part. When I open this, I'm going to put this under there so that if anything does spill out, I catch it. See, there was just a little bit of spill there. So that's why I did it that way. Now I'm going to put this on and make sure it's secured. Now this is my black water tank over here. That's the toilet. On the other side is my freshwater tank. And let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do freshwater first. Now this is what most people don't realize. I'm not going to dump all my gray water, but I am going to dump some. Because if that thing's going to leak, now's when it's going to leak. And I'm watching it under the bus. Okay, nothing leaked, so I closed it. Now I'm going to drain the black water. And I can do it safely because I know it didn't leak. Now for mine, it's a quarter turn and then pull. Now the nice thing about this style hose is you can see that there's stuff going through there. For some reason this locks. I don't know why. Needless to say, I have to have keys to lock it. That'll be a future video when I get rid of this lock thing and just have a twist thing. So now it's pretty much a waiting game. Now do I wear gloves? Yes. Do my gloves stay dry if I do this properly? Yes. If you do this whole thing evolution properly, you won't wind up actually touching anything nasty. I like to remove as many kinks as I can just because, you know, it helps things flow just that much better. Now, our black tank was pretty full because we've been living in this thing for a week. You might also notice I'm not wearing my usual flip-flops. That's because in this general vicinity, I prefer the closed-toe shoe. I think that lady might have been the owner. Black water's just about done draining. Now I'm going to go open my gray water valve to let the rest of it through. I don't know if you can see now the color of the water is getting nice and clean in there, which is helping to clean out the hose as well. That's the water that I used for testing when I opened the gray tank originally. If I did have a leak somewhere in the system, that's the water I would have been spilling, not the nasty chocolate milk that's in there. Now the mistake most people make is that they'll drain the black water right away, and then they'll drain the gray water like this to flush the hose. That's all correct, but like I said, I still like to system check with the gray water to make sure that there aren't any surprises. Okay, both valves are closed. There's a line, so I'm going to rush myself a little bit here. Always loop this down like this to catch whatever's left in there. It'll never be totally dry. Okay, I put my drain valve back on. I'm going to flush some water through it. Get it nice and clean. That's pretty much it. Then I just close things up and off we go. Now again, you can see there's very little water left in there. It's actually really clean. It's really not a disgusting process. You can even, no, I'm not gonna do it. And that's it. Okay. Okay, time to get out of here and make room for other people. As always, thanks for watching, subscribing. Make sure you hit thumbs up. If you don't like it, hit thumbs down twice. Really appreciate your time, and remember, be kind. Oh, great. Lock fell apart. I'm gonna put, can you come up close? I feel bad. The camp host, the lady wanted to ask us about the bus. And she didn't realize I was giving you directions. Are you intentionally not filming me? Okay. We'll edit that part out. Hey, Morgan? Morgan? Morgan!